Hello, beautiful Taurus, and welcome back to my channel, Ragean's Intuitive Tarot. I hope you're doing very well. Anything you need to know about my channel is listed in the description box below. You can go ahead and check it out. And we are just going to tune in with the Crow Tarot today and see what it is that you need to know right now. And I have to say, Taurus, I learned that part of my path purpose here is to teach what I learn. And one of the things that I learned this week is that we have to be okay with not getting recognition. We have to be okay with not getting an apology. We can't hold ourselves back and wait around for these things. We have to just accept that sometimes they never come and we need to move on. And I am, the kind of backstory to this is back in 2018 or even before, I started telling my family, like my mother, my sisters, my brother, whatever, that there was going to be some sort of disease coming to the world that was potentially going to be really bad, and that it was going to it was going to affect our education system, our healthcare system, our government. And back when I started talking about all of this, everybody kind of looked at me like I was a little bit crazy. And and that continued for a long time. And we've seen with the division, there is and has been division among family. And I would say that I was very much divided. So now there has been a lot of turn of events, and some family members are starting to lean more towards my ideologies and whatnot that I was. And I have to admit, it was bothering me. It was bothering me because, now I hear a lot of them talking about stuff, and I kind of laugh because, well, I told you that 3 years ago and you didn't believe me. And still, they won't admit that I had said that or that I was right or anything. So Taurus, be willing to let go of those kind of emotions. Be willing to let go of needing to have an apology or needing people to validate you. So we are starting off, Taurus, with the 8 of Cups, the 9 of Wands, the Lovers, the Page of Cups. This is getting interesting, Taurus. The 10 of Wands. The Fool. Okay. The Page of Wands. The Emperor. And we had 2 cards fell upside down, and these are usually kind of an indication sometimes of something you don't see coming. So Taurus, I never know which way Spirit wants me to read the cards. Sometimes it goes this way, sometimes it goes this way. And today I feel like for us it's going this way. We're starting off with the 8 of Cups. And Taurus, we know there is something that we need to walk away from, something that we need to let go of. And I feel like once we walk away and let go of it, there's some sort of blessing or surprise that is going to come in, and is something that is really going to raise your spirits. It's going to reignite your enthusiasm for life. It's going to make you sing. But there is this really, really tough decision that needs to be made. I feel like you have, Taurus, I know we have persevered. We have, carried so many burdens. And it is now time to drop. I feel like there is just one last burden, one last thing that you need to let go of. Okay? Or it's like, Taurus, you've persevered, you've worked so hard, you've done so much inner work, and we are at the point now where, we're going to be able to drop all these burdens. All these burdens are going to be removed because we have reached emperor status. It's like you have totally matured and grown and learned your lessons, and it's just been such a huge transformation, Taurus. And it's almost like you've reached mastery status. I had my fingerprint analysis done, and she said that life is a big school. We're here to learn lessons. And if we learn those lessons while we're still here, whatever, we reach mastery level where it's now our responsibility to teach what we have learned. Okay? And not everybody reaches mastery level. But Taurus, I believe that we have reached mastery level. And there's so many of you that are out there painting, writing books, making YouTube channels, doing readings, going the spiritual route, doing healings, whatever you're doing. You have overcome all of your lessons, and you have reached a level of self-control and mastery. Okay? You have chosen to love yourself enough to go through this transformational process, to allow yourself to grow, to put up boundaries, Taurus, and to start learning self-love. Okay? And now, Taurus, I think what you need to do is just really take that leap of faith. I know for a lot of us, Taurus, there is still something that is holding us back. There could be one last little thing that is holding us back, that is, but Spirit is really telling us that we need to have faith. We need to keep persevering, because soon there is something coming in. We have the King of Cups, and it was with the Seven of Cups, and those two were upside down. So again, Taurus, if you are dealing with the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and I know there is a lot of Tauruses stuck in this sort of empath, narcissist paradigm with a Cancer, or it could be, whatever other sign. But this, I think, is what Spirit is really wanting you to take a look at and weigh your options on, okay? Now, you could be, I keep getting the message that there's consequences. You have free will. You can make a choice, but there are consequences to your choices, okay? And I feel like, this is the Seven of Cups, and Spirit has been talking a lot about 7-year cycles. And I was getting the message a long time ago that, there's kind of a certain window where we had an opportunity to raise our consciousness, to go through our shadow work and to change. And this window is kind of going to be closing. And if you don't, like I said before, we have a choice right now to evolve or remain. If we remain at this time, it's like we're going to repeat another 7-year cycle. And I'm really getting the feeling that you could, this 7-year cycle could be involving a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, okay? There is the overall energy is the Judgment card. So again, this is the Judgment card. It's like a do-over. It's like a second chance or whatever, but it's also kind of, a reevaluation, reevaluating your direction. And it's kind of like the Seven of Pentacles. This is an opportunity to see what seeds you've planted. This is kind of like looking back on the past. A lot of people, they have those past life experiences kind of thing, and they come back and they see their life in a different light. This is kind of like that, This is getting that opportunity to look at a situation and really evaluate it and determine whether you want to repeat this situation again for another 7 years, or do you want to liberate yourself? Do you want to take a leap of faith on something that you're passionate about, something that makes your heart sing? It's like choosing to repeat a 7-year pattern, a 7-year cycle with somebody, or choosing to just drop the burden and go after what makes your heart sing. Getting control of your life. Being independent. We have the Queen of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. I know Taurus too. There are a lot of Tauruses out there who are dealing with multiple relationships. And I believe that one of the relationships, is with a water sign and the other is with a fire sign. Could be a lot of us are dealing with a Leo energy. But it could be any other one of the fire signs, okay? And this could be talking about, this could be, again, these are general readings. I'm getting so many possibilities here, but I'm going to try and give you a couple of them and see what fits for you. But this could be you're dealing with a Leo who has left you out in the cold, or you've had some sort of falling out. Wait, that's not the 5 of Pentacles, that's the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, backtrack. See, this is what we were talking about. This is reevaluating the seeds that you have planted. You know, this is making that big decision. Do you want to keep repeating a 7-year cycle with somebody who is possibly toxic and just, it's been a burden of a situation? Or do you want to go after what it is that you are passionate about? I feel like this is a big decision that Taurus is faced with. And we've got the Hanged Man and the Ace of Cups. They fell out like this. So Taurus, definitely you're seeking some sort of clarity, and I'm feeling like some sort of clarity is going to be coming in very soon. And this is also asking you to possibly look at a situation from a different perspective. You know, I just got the message. Again, there's so many messages for Taurus here. I feel like there's a lot of different situations. So pull out the one that fits for you. But there's also a group of you who, it's like Spirit is saying, you know, really evaluate the situation before you make any rash decisions. Okay? Make sure you're looking at things from a different perspective. It's like you've got your mind made up about a certain person, but are you, and it could be this Cancer energy. It's like you've been through possibly a lot of different situations, okay? You kind of understand that it's almost like I don't want to say a victim, but it is almost like you're victims of circumstance. And if something, you know, even possibly financially would come in to help release some of the burden, this relationship would work out. So I'm getting a relationship that is possibly toxic, that you need to decide whether you want to keep repeating the cycle with somebody. There's also a group of you who are in a relationship with somebody that you possibly, it's just like so many different things have happened to you. It's been overwhelming. It's been really hard and difficult. And if you could just like catch a little bit of a break in a sense, or, you know, if you could just see some sort of opportunity to help balance things out, it's like peace would be restored, if that makes any sense. So, a lot of information there. Kind of confusing, I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting Spirit is giving me so many different scenarios here, but overall energy is the Strength. There is some sort of big transformation, some sort of decision that you have to make, Taurus. And you have the strength to make whatever decision you need to make. And Spirit is going to help push you into the right place. And underneath that, we had the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles often talks about independence. So, and that has been a big thing for Taurus, is finding your own independence, but still being able to find some sort of cooperation and balance and teamwork with somebody. So again, Taurus, take that how it resonates for you. I thank you so much for being here. I hope that helps you on your journey. And until then, I will catch you next time.